Good afternoon, folks. Mike Wells, your World Explorer, and today we're going to take a look at all of the different fruit trees and nut trees and plants that I have on the property real quick. See if they were affected by the freezes that occurred over the last 2 nights. Now this is the jackfruit, completely unaffected, which I really am curious as to why, because all over this whole entire property, the grass was frozen, my neighbor's grass was frozen, everything seemed to be frozen at 6 this morning and 7. You see a little bit of damage here, it looks like. Now these are the spiraling ginger. Here's a regular ginger, store-bought. But I don't think this is frost damage. I think that's just natural occurrence because it's been winter time. Let's take a look at the acorn squash that are perpetually stuck in this dwarf state. They don't seem to have been affected a whole lot, maybe just a little. Now we'll move back here and check out the mulberry saplings. Here are a couple pretty much unaffected. A little bit affected there. You can see the discoloration there on the top. Definitely looks like frost burn. Let's look at the golden Dorset apple. I mean, it looks, I would say, mostly unaffected. Let's look at the red apple. I mean, mostly unaffected. Let's go look at, we're in the shady area of my property. Another mulberry, mostly unaffected. These are guava. I just put them down. Unaffected, probably because they're so well off underneath the surface. And they have these little teepees that have protected them. But let's look at the Anna apple. She seems to be unaffected. Not bad. Same thing with the golden Dorset there. These guys are looking weathered from winter, but definitely not frostburn. So I'm seeing all over the property that everything was unaffected by these 2 freezes that came back to back. These are the passion fruit. Very slow growing, if I must say, but unaffected. Blueberries, they are accustomed to that type of weather. They were unaffected. Let's look at sweet potatoes. I mean, they were mildly affected. You can see the fringes and some of the leaves, but mostly unaffected. There's a little bit of damage. Mostly unaffected though. Now if it gets warmer from this point forward, we're out of the danger zone. We're in the clear. Look at this. This is romaine lettuce. Pretty well unaffected. These are my spinach sprouts in the understory test with mulch. I wanted to see if mulch was a contributing factor to whether or not spinach would do well, and this test is going good so far. Hopefully it continues. Unaffected. Cabbage, unaffected. Now this, I can't really determine whether or not this is just from winter, but these are the peas, and most of them died. There's only a few stragglers that are still alive. So those stragglers were unaffected. Here's the carrots, unaffected. Let's go over to the tomato section. Now here we have the tomatoes. They seem to be relatively unaffected. I mean, yeah. Here's some pepper plants. They're just looking beat up because it's winter. Look at the avocado trees. I mean, these things are hardy. No winter damage. None. Oh wait, let's look over here, see what's going on. So there's no bug damage there. So this may be a winter discoloring that's happening right here. I'm not sure. But these things, when it gets warm, they come back very hardy and very strong. All new leaves all over the place. Not even worried. Here's our pomegranates. Unaffected. Not a lick of damage. Asparagus. Absolutely no damage. Beautiful. They just look beautiful still. Olive tree. Let's go to the olive. Yeah, it's unaffected. Here's some scallions. They were probably affected a little bit. They don't look too happy right now. Here's our tomato sprouts. Unaffected. Lots of tomato sprouts coming up there. What else do I need to cover real quick? Oh, yeah. The starfruit trees. These were affected. Mildly, though. I mean, I think they're just suffering from the temperature drops in general. Definitely this one. If you look at the leaves, I mean, all the leaves are starting to get droopy. But, you know, these will come right back. There's no issue there. And the macadamia tree was unaffected. Really beautiful tree. I love it. It's just this thing is going to be a producer. Yeah, unaffected is my property. Let's take a look. We've got the Barbados Cherry. Boom. Zero effect. Pineapples. Absolutely no negative effect. Here we have a smaller, what's this called? I'm trying to think. Cashew apple. There you go. It looks mildly affected. This one does. These guys, the more mature ones, look completely unaffected. No damage. It's really incredible how hardy these things are once they get past a certain age. But you see how they struggle in their youth. Hopefully these guys survive so I can have this come to maturity this year. And then if you look at this cashew apple, completely unaffected. Yeah. All that new growth that should have been frozen off and died. You know, something should have happened, but I don't see anything. Anyhow, that's it for today's video. Please do like and subscribe, as that helps the channel out tremendously. Thanks for watching, and I'll keep you updated on what the nasty freezes do to my property and all the trees and plants on it. Have a good day.